A trailblazing activist who gives a voice to the voiceless. That's how Gracelyn Smallwood was described this week at a Sydney event held in her honour. Friends and fellow activists gathered to pay tribute to the woman who has never wavered in her determination to fight discrimination.
A powerful voice in more ways than one.
Feeling so blue.
In her 50-year journey as an activist, Professor Smallwood has hit some high and low notes, but she's always been a voice for Indigenous communities around Australia. She spoke up for Lex Wotton, who was jailed for inciting riots following the death in custody of Mulrunji Dumuji on Palm Island.
When I think she was a voice where, as I said, I wasn't allowed to speak to media and stuff like that, so it was an opportunity for me to say things through her.
Professor Smallwood worked alongside lawyer Stuart Levitt to garner support for the Palm Island community. The case resulted in a $30 million settlement and a formal apology from the Queensland government for its racist treatment of people on the island. She then gathered more than 20,000 signatures to petition the Queensland government to drop its appeal of the settlement decision.
She's always behind the scenes. She's always doing the right thing for people. She's fighting the battles for her people and for a more decent Australia. And she speaks truth to power.
I was so grateful that there were so many non-Indigenous peoples supporting Indigenous peoples, not just in Australia, but from around the world.
She was awarded the Order of Australia for her public health campaigning, which focused on culturally appropriate material to promote sexual health within Indigenous communities. In the midst of the ongoing syphilis outbreak impacting young people in parts of Queensland, the Northern Territory, Western Australia and South Australia, she says those messages are as important as ever.
That the only way we're going to close the gap is using culturally appropriate methods and using culturally appropriate people from a bottoms-up approach at the grassroots level.